They were angry that God chose you. And all of your life, they made it a living hell to show you that how dare you, God, choose her, choose him. Why not me? Envy, jealousy, anger, spite, hate. They tried, these guardians of your destiny tried the hardest they could to keep you from realizing who you were, trying to put you in psych wards, make you think your gifts aren't natural, make you think that who you are is something you should hide, and you couldn't even hide it because your gifts seeped out anyways, and they were so angry that God chose you and not them. And they caused insurmountable damages in ways that now you became this person that you never wanted to be. And all of a sudden you have these rough edges and maybe a dirty mouth and addictions and looking for love in all the wrong places because damage does damage. And they're angry that you got up from that. And they're angry that with your reputation that God would still pick you. But just like Mary Magdalene, he still picked you because God doesn't choose who's worthy. He chooses who he wants to choose. And he chose you. And they're angry. They're so angry that it wasn't them. But if they could take one step in your shoes, they wouldn't last a day with what you deal with, what you go through, what you've been through. They tried to hide who you were from you because they saw it long before you did. Because you could not control but to let out what God put in you. And you are so supernaturally gifted that they are absurdly rageful at the fact that it's not them. But they were never cut out for it. And you didn't choose this. God did. And they didn't get to undo his choice because God does not go back on his word. Everything you have survived and all the rough edges you have, you need. Everything you have been through has been ordained since the day you were born, and these guardians of your destiny who tried to stop you from getting there actually launched you ahead and made your gifts even stronger. Because now you have to be so sure of yourself because you know what comes at you. And you know what comes at them. And you are leading every generation after you through what the generations before you could not conquer and actually put on the bloodline. But not you. Why was it you? Why did God choose you? Why did God choose him? Her? Why? Because God chooses who he chooses. And it was you. And they don't get to undo that even though they tried. And when God shows them just a taste of what you've been through, they will realize, or at least hopefully come to some conclusions about how hard it was to be you, and they devalued you and made you feel crazy and tried to put you in psych wards and fix you your entire life when the damage that was done by them and you had to heal on your own. And the whole time, all it was jealousy and envy and anger. That it wasn't them God chose. But you still made it all the way here. And whether you are struggling through addiction right now that you are trying to overcome and Jesus is helping you with, whether you are struggling through loving yourself and getting over and forgiving the past, forgiving yourself and doing whatever it is that God needs you to do, whether you're trying to be more perfect, you don't need to do anything God is not doing in you. Take the pressure off and let God just do it. Let go. Everyone might have tried to destroy you. They cannot compete with that because God is with you, and when God is for us, who can be against us? It will never matter how many people come at you. People want to be you without going through what you had to go through. But if they knew what it costed, no one in their right mind would envy you. They knew who you were before you did. And they just want to know why he chose you. And soon they will. Bet on it.